Happy National Women's Day, everyone. I hate women, as you already know. What's up, everyone? What's going on? Fucking, all these Dr. Seuss books are getting fucking nuked to all hell, brother. Holy fuck. I'm like a couple days late on it. What the fuck? So, are like iconic Dr. Seuss books being fucked over right now? Or is it just all of his discography? Because I've talked about Dr. Seuss before, right? Because it popped up on the internet and then it popped up again. Dr. Seuss has made some insanely weird racist and war adjacent racist comics and stuff like that way back when he was younger. But as he got older, I think he ended up growing out of that, right? He became a better person. So you could view this as just kind of like stains from his past. And a lot of his works also deals with xenophobia within a sense, right? So it's very interesting. I don't think a book burning them Newton's candle. What the fuck is this? A book burning, things going out of the way like that. Oh my, Newton's cradle, not candle. What the fuck am I an asshole for? Look at these things. And I don't think it deserves anything along the merits that it's having right now. To be completely honest with you, it doesn't seem like it's too bad. Now, there are some really bad, like old shit that I don't even think has made it into books, but are old comic strips that are fucking horrendous. Like slave trade shit, like mammy shit. Like, yeah, that stuff is not okay. I personally don't think it's okay to hide away anything along those lines. I know I was taught Dr. Seuss like in like college classes and shit like that, so in turn, I will 100% say that this is probably something you should most likely get brought up. These form of literatures needs to be brought up, because you have To Kill the Mockingbird, and To Kill the Mockingbird has like the N-word in it. Huckleberry Finn has the N-word in it a shit ton, specifically because one of the main characters, and I definitely don't view it as a way to, just because it has a derogatory slur in it, it should be hidden away wherever it may be. I do know as a society we're trying to move away as fucking possible because people really get pissed off at that shit. Yesterday, Myers fucking Money Leonard, I've been watching that guy since fucking college. His last 2 years in college, fucking said... He said a slur that is like not even around anymore unless you're from like the Northeast, right? And then that's like said by very old people. So it's very weird that he has this kind of language that he says. But he was playing an online video game, and I can't say I 100% excuse him because you say things in an online video. It's the you're somewhat invincible. It is a form of a product of being in your environment that allows you to act away because everyone's fucking animals. All right, you will be called things just because at the sound of your voice, right? You're like, you sound black, like. You get that shit. It's like, nah, man, you sound gay. Like, you get dumb shit like that in there. Now, what he said is probably not very good. With the Miles Leonard thing, I go 100%. Find him, reprimand him, and that's pretty much it. I don't think it's a bigger issue than what a lot of people currently think. Unless it comes out that Myers Leonard is a fucking Nazi, then that'd be fucking absolutely surprising. I will be 100% surprised, because it doesn't. I don't think he is. I think he has really fucking awful language, right? That's what I ended up thinking personally about it. Man, it's so weird. I'm like looking at the like, oh yeah, willing to overlook racism and some sellers and slash buyers are willing to overlook racism in Seuss's books in name of money, defiance, and nostalgia. Now, this is very interesting. Like, you can overlook, like, what is this? Like, overlook. Overlook makes it seem like, hey, I approve of this. You know, I agree with everything Dr. Seuss said when he was in his 20s, 30s, and 40s. You know, like, I agree with everything related to it. Oh, wait, the 1950s, Dr. Seuss, if I ran the zoo. Oh, yeah. Woo-hoo, boy. Woo! Hey, did you know back in, like, the 1930s-ish, if I'm not mistaken, we had African tribes people in zoos? Did you know that? Did you know that was a thing? Your fucking grandma or grandpa probably worked at a zoo with that with that happening. There's a lot of fucking crazy shit going on, you know? Here's another fun thing, since we're just talking about the facts of life. You know, the whole eugenics shit that the Nazi party ended up going forward with, that Hitler ended up citing, that I chose the U.S. As to view my, fuck, how do I say this? To base the whole belief system around, right? Is because way back when, the U.S. used to do eugenics, and they would just pull people off the street and just, like, make them infertile so they don't breed. And they were doing that all the way up until the 70s, but it was, like, really, really big before the mid-1900s, right? It was, like, fucking gigantic. Like, the numbers was astronomical. You'd probably be like, what the fuck? Like, and no one was saying anything about it? Well, it's kind of funny. No one will really listen to you if you're poor, by the way. I'm sure we've all learned this from this pandemic. No one really gives a fuck about you, right? The government doesn't give a fuck about you. And guess what? The government really doesn't give a fuck about you. Because they're willing to experiment with your body against your will. Without you knowing and understanding and taking advantage of you. And they did this all the way up until the 70s, the US. But it slowed down, right? It slowed down. Like, once it came out that Hitler was, like, all for it, it slowed down. You know, places were closing down. But they had to keep doing it. You may have family members who are, who have been affected by this. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Let's see. United States Eugenics Program. Alright, let's see. When was this? Yeah, it happened in the 19th century. And apparently it stopped before it stopped because of World War II, which is true. But it was done against African American, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They wanted to improve genetic quality. It has argued that eugenics is more preserving a position of a dominant group in population. That's what it pretty much turns into, right? What the fuck is the name of this? There's like a specific name. There used to be places called fucking eugenics building. It's fucking hilarious. And there's if you look at like when it comes to Nazism, being a Nazi or anything along those lines, there's so many terminologies and so many ways that they hide it, and it's in the open. And you know, you may be wearing a brand. You know how you see those old ladies? They're like, "Oh my god!" Like, look at the monster can. You know, it has one line, three. It has 6 lines here. 6, 6, 6. That's what I'm telling you. Like, you know, things like that. Like, is it Bulletproof Coffee? No. Who fucking is it? It's someone that fucking Joe Rogan chills. they're like, oh, we had this art piece in our office, and you know, I had the SS symbol in it, but it was stylized and totally not it, and we totally didn't know about it or anything along those lines. They hide in plain sight, right? There's these movements that are real. There's like footage of it where you have Nazis in the U.S. I think there's like a campaign footage of California of one. I don't remember the name of it, but like if you look it up, I think you could possibly find it on YouTube. I'm trying to remember, but it's fucking insane. All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's just kind of like, oh, like it's just like a white pride movement, a pride like an Irish movement. Like I forgot what they masked it as, but they were fucking heiling and sig heiling and doing all this fucking crazy shit. Even after, like, this was after the 1950s, with the war happening. It was still black and white footage for some reason, which is fucking weird. Maybe I'm thinking too little of it. But I don't know. I may be thinking too much into it. But it's fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird. There's a lot of fucked up shit in this world that you will never, ever figure out. You probably have a better quality of life if you never found it out. This Dr. Seuss shit, I don't think it should be hidden. I think it should be repackaged and relabeled and shown as a part of history and how people viewed things. I do not think we should like sterilize history and not tell us how things truly are, because the U.S. system already does that with the Indians. I'm pretty sure all of us, or a majority of us, have felt like my age and like in their late 20s, have seen and been a part of being a quote-unquote Indian and being on the Mayflower and pretending like we're on the Mayflower, sitting there, eating moldy crackers and drinking juice to simulate what it was like to travel on the Mayflower, right? It's fucking weird. And not knowing about slave ships, not knowing what we did to the Indians, how we just fucking brutalized them every which way after they showed us kindness. Like literally, like you know what's a big thing right now? Like the Among Us. You know, the Among Us, now it's become a meme. Because it was so fucking big, and now it's like a meme that everyone fucking points and make fun at right now. But the Among Us shit, man. Like, thinking about it. Like, you know how people go like, oh, sussy, you're sus. Looking a little sus. Like, that was like, oh, America's looking a little sus to all the tribemen. Oh my goodness. They're like, no, it's okay. If you follow me to my task, like, you could definitely know that I'm not a bad guy. You're like, all right, let's teach you how to, you know, plant stuff in the soil here and grow things that you can't grow on that fucking shitty little island you come from. All right? And then boom. Hands cut off. Women raped. Women stolen. Very fucking crazy, dude. Super crazy. The fuck happened? Did someone knock on our door? They're like, the white supremacist next door. Nah. I live next to like a Transylvanian Lithuanian family. They talk a language I've never heard before. They're terribly mean people. They're terribly mean. And then the family to the right of me is like a really big Mexican family, and they're fucking assholes. They throw shit in our yard. Like, I remember they were redoing their shingles and shit like that on their houses, and they just threw it into our yard. The debris. Like, not all of it, but like a lot of it, where I remember picking it up and I just fucking flung that shit over the fence into their yard. I was trying to hit one of their windows, and I was like, breaking a window's a bad thing. Like, I was pissed. They throw food in our bushes, throw piss bottles, Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't understand at all what the fuck their problem is with us. We literally don't talk to them. We literally don't fucking do anything. And they're fucking weird? I don't know, man. Have a wonderful day.